Our family just returned from an incredible trip to Kauai in August of 2022. Let me take you around the island and show you some of the sights, the locations, the attractions that we enjoyed so much. Kauai was formed through volcanic activity over 5 million years ago. That means that this island is 4 times as old as Maui, more than 10 times as old as the Big Island, and it has the most dramatic landscape because of all the erosion that has taken place over those millions of years. We arrived to the largest city on this island, Lihue, and made our way all the way to the south.
Good morning, guys, from the beautiful island of Kauai. I'm here at Koloa Landing Resort.
Of all the great accommodations available on the island of Kauai, we chose Koloa Landing because we saw that they had a beautiful property, incredible landscaping with tropical trees, plants, and close proximity to some great beaches in the south. We also knew that the kids would love it here because of the pool and the slides and the family-friendly atmosphere. One of the first activities that we did, and perhaps the most exciting, was a helicopter tour of the island. We drove back to the Lihue airport where we took a helicopter ride with Blue Hawaiian. Because the coast is so rugged in areas, you can't drive entirely around the island, but from a helicopter, you can see it all. So many of these landscapes were breathtaking, but perhaps the most incredible was the Nepali coast on the far west side of the island. But in addition, the helicopter provided tons of waterfall views, coastline views, and we even were fortunate enough to fly into the center of an extinct volcano. Incredible. Check this out. We saw one of the prettiest beaches in the world from the air, Hanalei Bay. But just west of the bay, check out this cove at the bottom of the screen. That water and sand looked so incredible, I felt like we had to go back by land. The next day we were planning to drive all the way to the north to visit Princeville, Hanalei Bay, and some other attractions. You can park along the road and hike down this short but steep trail with dense vegetation out onto this beautiful paradise. It's everything that you'd hope for. The water is crystal clear and there were places to jump off the rocks. We'd look at tropical fish and explore the tide pools. It was really a wonderful morning. The other great thing about this beach is that there's plenty of shade. You can enjoy sitting in the foliage and still taking in a great view. Well, we carried on with our road trip for the day. Here we're looking out over the valley, including fields of taro. We also stopped in the town of Hanalei. We had some lunch and some shaved ice, and eventually we made our way to the beach at Hanalei Bay. It is absolutely beautiful. You can see the waterfalls pouring down the mountains right from this location. Later we would do a hike down to a popular tidal pool formation known as Queen's Bath. If the waves are just right, this tidal pool is filled with bubbles and waves. If it's too strong though, it can be quite dangerous. Before our day was over, we even did a little bit of hiking into the interior of the island. Along this river, we didn't quite make it to the waterfall, but we had a great time just the same. The next day I made my way to the southwest, where I visited Waimea Canyon. We had seen this canyon from the air and it was spectacular, but I knew that there was some incredible hiking here and nearby. I did some hiking in the Koki State Park and above the Kalalau Valley. This valley was inhabited by thousands of native people, and they thrived here for centuries. They were sustained by fishing and farming. Their ancestors traveled here in voyaging canoes from Polynesia near Tahiti. Absolutely breathtaking to see and to think about the history. One evening we attended a luau. Traditional foods were prepared and we had the opportunity to tour this beautiful property with over 30 acres of gardens, tropical fruit trees, and more. I was a little bit torn about attending a luau, but it seems that this particular family goes out of their way to present the food and culture and tradition in a very respectful way. With every passing day, we made our way around the island, checking out the rugged coast, the beautiful scenery, the wonderful beaches, and the incredible hiking. We took in some terrific meals and had some quality time as a family. All the while, the beautiful island of Kauai was our backdrop, and we felt very fortunate to spend time together here. If you have any questions about our travel, feel free to drop a comment down below. Also, if you're looking for a tour of the resort Koloa Landing, see the description down below for a link to that video.